Welcome back to another episode of Gatewalkers by Idle Mimic Productions. Gatewalkers, an adventure path by Paizo, currently being released right now. They just dropped, I believe, the third edition of it. We're still here on the just now entering the second chapter of nine total released chapters for the Gatewalker Adventure Path from Paizo. Pick it up. It's really good. Where we last left off, our party had defeated the mighty rebel Oaken Steward Ballad and his contingent of rebel druids. They've made their way back to his abode to try and uncover anything. This treehouse in this enchanted Fey forest just outside of Seven Arches in the land of Galari, or in the world of Galari. As they arrive, they find a peculiar sight. Instead of the Oaken Stewards that they might have expected to find there, they find a contingent of gnomes dressed up in plant clothing. The gnomes seem to be wielding the same weapons that the Oaken Stewards were wielding, but do not seem to have the same masks or anything like that. And as you approach, they hold the weapons in a defensive manner, and they say, "No, not again! No! Who are you? No! Are you with them?"
With who?
The masked people, the leaf faces.
No. We killed them all.
Oh.
Well, most of them.
Oh, well, I mean, were you the ones that caused the commotion here 10 hours or so ago?
Define
No.
commotion. Define commotion.
Define hours now.
There was I guess we should introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Priva. I'm the leader of this community of green leaf gnomes.
Friva?
Priva.
Yeah. Priva. And well, we lived here. This is our house. Up until that bastard came in and, he began poisoning us and testing us for this ritual or experiment. I don't completely remember, but we were like that for days, or weeks. It doesn't matter so much. The ultimate point is that when I guess it was you guys. I hope it was you guys. Otherwise, I don't know who I'm talking to, and that's concerning to me. But
It does sound like something we did.
Yeah. You guys came in and
But you couldn't prove it.
rampaged through the place and effectively upset their organization. So they went out looking for you. Well, they left one guy here, and we can handle one guy.
So you fought for your freedom.
We did, yeah. We took back our.
Nice.
Is he still alive?
Oh yeah, he's bound and beat up in the kitchen. The pixies are handling him.
Can we talk to him?
What are they doing to him?
I don't really want to know.
I do.
You can go check.
Especially as a kitchen.
We'd like
Kitchen's
to.
food.
We'd like to give you something. Does that sound right? And she looks around at her community of gnomes that has begun to join her. Some are peeking out from the windows of the higher echelons of the house here. And she'll hand over a small satchel, a backpack, and she says, "It's not much, but it's the least we can do. Also, some of this we don't really want in here."
I'll take it.
It's a satchel that contains two minor healing elixirs, drops, whatever they're called. as well as I need to look at that specifically. So sorry. As well as a journal.
A gerbil.
A gerbil, yeah. A leather bound gerbil.
With duct tape.
God.
Is there duct tape?
And a knife, yeah. Dark. No, a journal. It's a journal. It's a journal.
Title of our episode: Leather-bound gerbil.
As well as a very fine instrument.
Like,
Very fine instrument. Like it's specifically a maestro's instrument lesser. Maestro's instrument lesser.
I love the sound of a maestro's lesser instruments in the morning.
I feel like it's just like
with your leather-bound gerbil,
minor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this, I'm going to say that it's a small loot, right? Because it's a small amount of loot. Small.
He's getting his dad jokes ready.
It's not a battle loot, right? Wait, is it a battle loot?
No.
Apparently, there's a battle loot.
No.
it's a battle loot that is playable by a leather-bound gerbil.
Yeah, it's called Maestro's lesser, or Maestro's instrument lesser. Is what it is. Can I post it in the chat?
Oh, I see it right here. 60
Yes,
gold.
Yeah, it's a 60 gold piece magical item. Enjoy that. It's a fun one.
Oh my God, Maestro's instrument greater is worth 19,000 gold.
And they say, well, you know, if you need a place to heal up from your wounds, right, or rest before you head all the way back to wherever it is that you're going. I'm assuming you don't live in the middle of the forest. You're welcome to use our home and our lodgings. We'll provide you with some food, some respite.
Now that the gnomes are here and everything, do I still have? Because I know we're kind of backtracking a smidge. Do I? Yeah.
It's gone.
It's all gone.
It's not immediate anymore. It's not surrounding. There's not a pressure or a fog. It's just clear.
Ava, we are actually looking for something as well.
Oh, what can I help you find? We're in your debt a little bit, so we're more than happy to find this kind of
a key.
Well, we didn't find anything that looked like a key. Unfortunately, but maybe there's something in that journal that can help you.
Is there like a bedroom or place that maybe Ballad was calling his own commandeering?
Yeah, that would be my quarters. You're more than welcome to have a look around in there if you like.
Without being intrusive, is that okay?
I haven't had much time to go in there and tidy up or fix things, so I feel like it'd be, the best time.
And I would also like to swing by the kitchen.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Me too.
Well, where the party
DM, tell me that one more time. There was a journal, the healing potions,
the two instruments, the journal, and the loot.
One instrument.
Yeah. No, it was the two minor healing potions, the journal, and the small loot.
Yes.
The maestro's loot. I'm just having fun with the gerbil because
and
I know it's not a
satchel.
gerbil.
What are you doing?
And the satchel itself.
I'll crack the journal open and take a look as we're making our way up there.
Okay. As you're beginning to read through the initial pages of the journal, you begin to learn more about Ballad as a person. Ballad grew up in the logging camps of Andoran, where he felt an unnatural connection with nature. His parents were woodsmen, loggers. They constantly took whereas Bolan in his youth would spend time among the trees in the groves, only to go back the next day to find his fey friends in their homes clear cut. This harbored bitter resentment in Bolan, a resentment that he carried well into his adult life. Around his mid-20s, the journal lets you know, he heard of Seven Arches, and though deeply bitter, he learned that Seven Arches was a city that was dedicated to not just harmony with nature, but complete and total acceptance and symbiosis with it. It was run by druids. And he made his way there to join the Oaken Stewards and devote his life to something that he considered to be paramount, the protection of nature over literally anything else. From reading this journal, you find out that Bolan has no love for humanoids at all. Even, what was her name, Lemma, is somebody he seems to despise. There is a blank page about 3/4 of the way through the journal as you're reading through it. And on the other side of that blank page is the mark that you all have, that gatewalker symbol. And then the writing shifts. It becomes less the writing of a man calmly recording his life and thoughts, and more the writing of a man pressured by deep thoughts. The pen strokes are longer, more erratic. The pages are more pressed in. The quill, some tears exist in it. He begins to write about a creature called Kanipo the Slim.
Can you spell that?
Yep, I sure will. Even post it. I am apparently the gathering hall right now.
Kanipo the Slim. Okay.
Kanipo the Slim.
Thank you.
He speaks of meeting a creature that is, he describes as one with a skull-faced smile in the fog, a stick-thin boogeyman that lurks near the wildwood, a shadowy absconder of the overly precocious. He says that this creature reached out to him and offered him more information, more connection, more.
A demon. Got it.
And all he had to do was help him return the Nucleate curse to the lands. In the journal, he describes the creature as a spindly, 8-foot-tall humanoid with hairless, pale slate skin stretched taut over a skull-like face with oversized teeth.
So Slender Man.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Slender Man.
And he says that his first meeting with the creature was near the Finlands.
What was that?
Sorry?
The Finlands.
The Finlands.
Finlands.
The Finlands.
Finlands. Yes. Literally Finlands.
Like
yes.
not thick, but thin.
Yes.
The Finnish live there.
Yep. All right. It describes a ritual to paint the 7 arches with unicorn blood. Something.
No mention about the gate key, though?
It mentions that Kanipo has been handed the gate key and is currently in possession of it.
So Slender
We have
Man
to
has
find
the gate
Kanipo.
key.
All right. as you apparently speed read this book or go, whoa, guys, there's info in here, and hold up your party, do you tell them all of that, Declan?
Cliff notes.
I don't tell him about his past so much because it triggers some memories for myself, similar stuff, but the relevant stuff that happened after from the blank page on, yeah, for sure.
Do you mention the name Kanipo the Slim?
Yes.
Foxglove. The moment that name is mentioned, the pressure returns. Like fingers on your spine. Nobody else seems to notice.
From the description, would we have any idea what kind of creature it is?
He mentions that it's actually a fey creature and not a demon.
Weird.
You know how I said that before this whole area was giving me bad juju? It's Kanipo.
Is he here?
Pressure intensifies once more as you say the name again.
Yeah, no more saying his name, please.
Kanipo.
What?
Dude!
The pressure it continues to intensify.
Rose!
I literally just like crawl into a ball and just kind of start rocking and probably start crying.
See what you did?
In actual pain.
There is literally in Foxglove's ears that tinnitus ring that as things are fading for her. The pressure is so intense, and then it's gone. In as fast as it came, as fast as it stacked on, as your allies joked with you.
Ally.
It vanished. It vanishes without a trace, other than that lingering discomfort left inside you.
So, sounds like we gotta find this Slender Man. And, he might have the key. And obviously, he has some effect on Foxglove.
Foxglove, what do you know about this Slender Man? What hold does it have on you?
Foxglove right now is kind of actively avoiding Rozak. Because right now she's kind of shut down.
To the kitchen.
There.
I'll wait with Foxglove just in case she doesn't just start moving to the kitchen.
You stay outside the kitchen door with Foxglove as you guys made it there. It's not a very big house, right? You guys make it to the kitchen, and as Foxglove and Bob stay outside, and the others of you enter into a humorous scene. Pixies are flying around, taunting, harassing, pulling the hair, the cheek, the eyelids of this oaken steward that's been effectively stripped of everything but their skivvies. As the man sits there, harassed and annoyed to no end, but given up and dejected, he looks over, almost hopeful that anything new could be happening in this situation. The pixies turn to you all and stick their tongues out at you with a and then fly off into different corners of the room, entering into cabinets or pots.
Oh, even worse than pixies is brownies.
Brownies are tasty. The bakery, not the, you know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Are you here to save me? Are you?
No, hell no.
We're gonna start poking them like the pixies were.
Oh, what fresh hell! What can I possibly do to perhaps get out of this situation?
You make us lunch.
I could do that.
You can start by talking about Bolin and anything you know about what he was planning on doing.
Okay. Well, I figured this day might come. But now let's get some defining points out of the way. I've got information, and at the end of me giving out that information, I stay alive.
At the end of you giving out that information, you go to the Oaken Stewards.
That's
and
fine.
They deal with you.
That's fine. They'll keep me alive, but I stay alive.
If we like what we hear and we believe what you're saying is true and you're honest with us.
I guess that's the best I'm going to get out of this situation.
And the lunch isn't bad.
And I'll use intimidating glare on him.
Okay.
While I'm telling him this.
Let's see what that does.
So, how do I post that on there? There.
You can demoralize. So you roll against their fortitude or will. Will, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Click on demoralize?
Yeah, I did. It just says charisma, ability,
It's okay.
train proficiency.
I'll go pull up in Archive of Nethys real quick.
Okay.
Demoralize. With a sudden shout, a well-timed taunt, or a cutting put down, you can shake an enemy's resolve. You make a intimidation check against that target's will DC. Go for it. You are unsuccessful. And he says, right, but knowing that, I'm going to give you the information I have and hope that you're not unjust, right? Okay. So, I don't know where to start.
The very beginning.
Oh, fair. All right. Well, I was a young boy, and my father.
Nope, too far.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was just getting into that. There's a good life story coming.
Right. Well, I met Bolan at an underground meeting in Seven Arches. There's a bit of discontent among some of the Oaken stewards. And he was a bit charismatic of a fellow. They said some nonsense about the obnubiate curse being a facade or a ruse or some grand machination, and it needed to be returned and put back into place, or else chaos and fury of the gods and befuddlement. You understand? Hell breaking loose. After a few meetings and whatnot, we worked our way up into this kind of separation away from the main Oaken stewards, and we moved out here to, I was never quite on board with this part, but capture the unicorn and slaughter it with its own horn, and then paint the arches with its blood. And that did not seem like a druid thing to do, but
No.
I wasn't in charge of that. I was in charge of the kitchen, which is why I didn't go on the final expedition to root you, I'm assuming you fellows out, which I'm guessing was not successful.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. And well, ultimately, I think that was the goal there, was to restore the obnubiate curse for whatever grand scheme was involved in that. Now, I didn't quite understand his grand scheme on that aspect, but it's up to you to believe me on that now, isn't it?
Is there a insight or something like that?
A sense motive?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that falls under.
I go to Rosa. He's an idiot. Like an actual idiot.
It's sense motive, right? Someone tries to sense the motive of an NPC. You'll need to figure out how to convey the information they receive. You're trying to check if they're lying. Oh, it's best to try and convey this information indirectly from the GM guide, such as by describing if a target is lying, describing their body language, odd word choices. So it's literally me role playing the guy and you going, I think he's full of shit.
Okay, so there isn't.
Well, how do you tell the
no-
difference between how you normally talk and how the game talks?
That's where I'm supposed to. That's where I'm supposed to add in descriptions of. I'm supposed to be more overtly obvious when a person is lying, based off of because there's not a check for you guys to tell. Lie,
There's no
lie
insight.
detector.
Yeah.
no insight check.
There's because insight's a weird skill in 5e. Admit it's
It's too blanket.
It is. It's a very blanket skill, but it's an interesting one. Yeah. No, this guy, as you're looking at him, as you're a decent judge of characters, as you've dealt with charlatans and liars before, this guy wants to be alive. He's okay dealing with the consequences of his actions and all of that. He seems generally a little bit remorseful and questionable about, is he the bad guy in this situation? I started to understand that he made very bad decisions, and he'll have to deal with those decisions. He doesn't seem to be lying to you, though. He doesn't seem to have any reason to lie at this point.
Kobe, he may be an idiot, but he might be able to make you some brownies.
It's a
Hopefully.
joke.
No
They would not
brownies.
appreciate that one. There's some giggling from the cabinet in the pot.
I think they do.
Well, any
One
more
last thing.
questions? Yeah.
I don't think she can hear me. Do you know anything about this Knipu the Slim?
He actually kind of huddles down a little bit and looks around. He goes, "We don't say that."
What do you say?
It knows when you talk about it.
Oh,
When he mentioned the name, did I get another?
You did. It was lighter. Because he's not right next to you. But
Do I see
Yes,
her like
really.
flinch or anything?
a little bit, yeah. The man will continue. When we were on patrol, it was not uncommon to hear the fellows talk about a figure in the mists, watching. These forests, they're enchanted. They're covered with all kinds of fey mysteries and energies. We chalk it up to creatures playing tricks. But I saw Bullen talking to the thing. His eyes sink. His cheeks clench. His jaw tightens. Fear, like real fear, enters his eyes as he stares through you, remembering. And he talks about how it turned its head to look at him for just a moment. But he'll never forget the hollowness, the lack of eyes, the horror that was the creature.
Slender it was.
Slenderish and man-like.
Would have been about the time you should have realized you were on the wrong side.
It was about the time, but at a certain point in the cult, you've reached a cutoff point for staying alive, right? Once you've decided to not do it anymore. And, well, all right then, arrest me then.
Hey, lunch
Oh,
first.
right, I guess. The man will get up and
Useless prisoners we get.
begin preparing food.
Should we give him some clothes?
No, I walk in.
Have you ever cooked bacon? Bacon? The grease, man.
You
walk
can't
in.
do the time, don't do the crime.
Oh, absolutely. Well,
Go out and check on that.
So what I miss?
oh, Pat, you're quiet again.
Yeah, I was muted.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and check on Foxglove.
how you doing there? Leaning against the door.
You know what a dead tree looks like? All like.
Dead?
Hey, you know what? You know how you imagine what Sweetums looks like while it's sleeping, where it's probably on its back and its chicken legs are all like this? That's what my body looks like right now.
I just could have put my hands on her shoulders, and I know the name was said again. Did you feel it that time as well?
Yeah.
We learned something. Apparently, it knows when its name is spoken. So, we're not going to be speaking its name anymore.
Yeah.
I look right at Rozak. Right?
The Fae who must not be named. Got it.
I need chocolate.
I think he's making us brownies.
Making us lunch at least, so, you know.
Pour some chocolate over her lunch. Nameless character who's somewhat naked.
We just
Random
call him Chef.
NPC guy.
Call him Chef Prisoner.
Chef Prison on!
Whatever you want. His name's not important. He's your bitch now.
Toddkins.
Fucking-
No
My
relation.
brother! No!
All of our NPCs.
Jeff Jenkins. Oh my
It's
god.
either that or it's going to
Rob-
be Jibbathy.
Rob Robkins.
Jibbathy.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got some time. You can either begin your trek back, the 2-day trek back to Seven Arches, or,
Loot.
well, you can loot, but it's no longer like a dungeon anymore. It's now these
A gnome habitat.
gnomes'
Right.
house again.
They gave us our loot.
They gave you.
Where's all the gold, bruh?
If you'd looted it while you were here last time,
Like we
that
were
was-
fighting for our lives, you mean?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Where's Mac?
I see how it is.
Mac, nowhere to be seen at the moment. He didn't come up the tree with you. He doesn't like to go into danger.
But there's no danger here.
You didn't know that. He's down at the bottom.
He's
Chilling
met
in a
us.
tree.
He can't be
There's
sure.
nothing to be afraid of here. Just the sounds of Mother Nature.
He's met us. He knows there's probably danger.
Mac hasn't stayed alive this long by carelessly going into places there might be danger.
But there's a leather-bound gerbil up here. He might enjoy that.
No one enjoys that.
Is it a gerbil in bondage gear?
Only the people that watch this episode and start drawing that stuff and post it to Discord somehow will enjoy that.
All I'm picturing is like a gimp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
that's what we're all picturing.
Yeah.
The fattest little gippy gerbil.
The fattest
And then you had the
girl
Slender Man into that
with a
image, and
tiny
you know, you've
zipper
got a
ma-
whole.
like, zipper mouth over its, you know.
Yeah.
A gerbil with a ball gag.
With the,
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
biggest little teeth.
Yeah.
I just want Mac
biggest
to.
teeth.
I want Mac to hold the leash.
The little cat of nine tails.
Oh yes. No, with Mac holding the leash. Yeah. Slender Man in the background.
Yeah.
Why must you haunt my dreams tonight?
So, in 3 years when we have a shit ton of subscribers and somebody comes back to episode number, we'll be on 6, 7. This will be episode, hang on. Episode.
I will personally thank them on a live stream for 5 minutes straight.
We'll be on episode 6.
Bow down and worship them as the leather-bound gerbil with Slender Man in the background, and Mac holding a leash.
Yeah, just watching.
Saying, "Hey guys, I'll wait here."
Okay, I am definitely not naming this episode Leatherbound Gerbil just because this is now a fucking Easter egg. I would like to say, thank goodness none of my grandparents are alive to watch this. And I'd say, Mom, I'm sorry, but we both know you ain't gonna watch this.
We'll call it Easter surprise.
You put it on your to-watch list, but it's not getting watched.
Yeah. Kids, when you do watch this, I'm so sorry.
You can ask your mother to explain.
Just meet this whole episode.
Right.
Start some beeping. Some beep, beep, gerbil, beep.
Foxglove needs chocolate from Todd Toddkins.
Todd Toddkins provides you with a meal that he makes with the help of some of these pixies here.
That's not my name. We don't care, Todd.
That's what we're calling you.
It is
Maybe
now.
you should have gotten captured by a bunch of gnomes.
I can't do a Roots reference. I want to do a Roots reference, but I can't. Okay. We all know the one, though. All right.
I'm not editing any of this out, just so
No,
you know.
no, I know. That's why I didn't do.
Sometimes you just gotta stop, laugh, and freaking like and subscribe, you guys, for more content about leather-bound gerbils.
All right.
It's a new subclass.
So,
What are you talking about? That's like the best familiar ever.
That is my next familiar.
A leather-bound gerbil.
From the deepest parts of the Fey realm comes the leather-bound
Of the Fey dungeon.
Deepest.
Yeah,
Deepest,
from the deepest
darkest
parts.
parts.
Of the Fey dungeons.
Yeah.
I had myself collected. I was gonna be able to keep going.
That's some old god stuff.
Oh, God.
Old god stuff.
You know, it's
That's
funny because, like, all
Pathfinder
day long, my
1E.
eyes...
All
All day
day-
long, my eyes have hurt. Like, and it just felt like I had, like, tears in my eyes that needed to get out, but, like, emotionally, I haven't needed to cry. And this has been so cathartic because, like, whatever has been wrong with my eyeballs all day, now I've had these tears that have come out of my
You're welcome
eyeballs.
for making you cry, Max. So.
Thanks. I need those tears.
They say leather-bound gerbils will do that to you.
Release that built-up pressure.
Yeah.
What's really gross is the assless chaps it's wearing. Sorry, all chaps are
Hey,
assless.
I was gonna say,
right?
aren't all chaps assless?
What? I want to know what a safe word is, though.
Jenga.
Jenga,
Always
yeah.
Jenga.
Yeah.
I don't want
All
to.
right.
Do you stay the night or begin your trek home?
I think we stay the night. I think we're just beat up. We know this is a safe place.
And there's food.
Well, let's see. How is Todd's meal?
It's all right.
It's Todd's meal.
It gets you through the day.
Okay, so
Is there chocolate?
It's not
No.
bad. So I'll stay the night then.
There's no chocolate.
Todd can make us
There's no
breakfast.
chocolate.
Oh, no. Todd can deal with the pixies for the rest of the day.
Yeah, Todd
Yeah,
is now the
Pixies have
pixie
some fun.
wrangler.
Well, as you rest and recuperate with the green leaf gnomes here, up in their treetop abode, you learn a little bit more about their cultures and their customs. They are a free love commune of gnomes that live.
Nobody
in-
said. We all assumed it. It's fine.
Yeah.
We figured it out from context.
They
Are they Winnie the Poohing it, though? Are they like,
I mean,
That's disgusting, Pat. Gross.
Donald ducking it, yeah.
I don't even know what that means. I had to look up an Urban Dictionary.
Donald ducking or Winnie the Poohing it means you're only wearing a shirt.
You don't have any pants on.
Around with no pants or underwear.
Well, what did he say in Ted Lasso this last episode?
I didn't watch the last episode.
I don't know.
No spoilers.
Okay, so not Bob, but Kobe, you sleep, right?
I think so.
Okay.
What? I sleep, but I don't dream. So
good.
It's that one question I've never been able to answer. Are you asleep?
Okay. Kobe, at some point during your rest, your relaxation here, your preparation to leave, your sleep, your thoughts, they drift. They drift to an important moment in your life, an important event, a person, a place. What is Kobe dreaming of?
Important event would have just been lunch. So starting there, where he lives eating lunch, very important. Going back though, probably his old home. Little cave he used to live in, not too far from a small village. They made nice pies in that village.
You're sitting at the counter in that village. Maybe you weren't super welcome at the counter. Maybe you were. But you're sitting at the counter of that pie shop in that village, chowing down a delicious pie. What flavor is it?
Yeah, but no, he gets one specially made chicken and brownie pie.
Yeah, chicken and brownie pie.
It's got like a brownie topping.
I like it. I like it. The baker retched as they handed it over to you, but you dove in. And it's a delight to the senses as you remember it. It's the only one you never had, but it was perfect. But there's somebody watching you, Kobe. And as you look up, there's nobody. The baker who had provided you the pie is absent their shop. Any customers who might have been walking around are mysteriously gone. No passerbys passing the window of this bakery. The town is quiet.
Really?
Do you do anything?
Oh, weird humans. I'd finish my pie and just walk off. They're always doing weird stuff.
As you exit out the bakery door and turn your head down the street, there's a figure in a fine suit, almost like a tuxedo, standing about the height of an average male, an average human male. Only they're wearing a mask of beautiful white fur, dark eyes, curling horns, multiple sets of large curling horns that come off of them. For whatever reason, you have a hard time turning your gaze away from them. It's imposing.
Stand there looking at me?
Standing there looking at you.
Mm.
Maybe 50 feet off.
Hello?
Stands there looking.
Okay, that's weird. Wow. I'll go up to him, poke him.
As you approach him,
Your statue?
the road that you walk along this. For every foot that you step, 2 feet stretch out in front of you. And he only gets further away.
That's bullshit. Well, if I'll go the other way then, person, thing.
You turn your head around, and the mask is right there. Right in front of you. You're nose to nose with it. And they plunge a dagger into your stomach.
Oh.
Comes out your spine. You feel your legs give out. You feel your body crumple to the ground. And you hear a heartless chuckle as you awaken. You awaken in a fright and a sweat, patting your legs to make sure they still work. But they do.
Excellent. Weird dream. Rather rude. Why would I want to murder myself in my own dream? Midnight snack time.
Kobe, you gain an awakened ability, I believe. What was it? You gain the awakened feature of your. I'm sorry, I just closed the thing. You gain an awakened power of your deviant abilities. You gain the awakened power of your deviant ability. Yep.
Cool.
There you go. Very good. So whatever that does for your flying boots or flyingness. Oh no, that's Rozek. What do you have, Kobe?
Consume energy.
Ooh, have you used that yet?
No, you haven't attacked me with lightning yet.
Oh, well, I'll make sure to do that at some point.
Thanks, bud. Thanks for that. So happy you told the DM how to attack us.
Fantastic. Kobe, as you awaken, you find scratched into the wall nearby, inside this house. It wasn't there when you went to sleep, but on the wooden board, you find scratched, and I'm going to draw it on the battlefield. If this does it correctly. Boom, 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 boom. Oh.
See your mouse moving, but I can't see what you're drawing.
I know. I'm trying to. I don't know how to. I'm trying to cut it off. Like pinch it off. There it is.
Oh, pentagram.
Do you see that? Hold on, but it's not done yet.
No.
Yes, because it has little horns, little like demon horns in the pentagram. All right, this is not. I'm trying to actually draw the damn thing for you, but it's being a pain. There's that one. And then it even has little like demon eyes and claws. It's a cross between a stick figure and a pentagram that shows like a demonic representation of the figure. And this is recently carved. as shown by the shavings of wood at the base of the carving by your head. Something carved this while you were sleeping.
That's weird. Do I have any idea what it means?
You've never seen it before in your life.
I'd go find Foxglove. I know she knows all about the freaky stuff.
Right.
Just walking through the house. Foxglove! Fox! Fox!
Totally dead asleep in a vampire pose, eyes wide open.
Foxglove
That's not unsettling. Great.
Foxglove is in a deep, deep trance. Foxglove is seeing her own things. Foxglove, you are currently deep in a memory of great importance to you. Where are you?
Is it a good or bad?
That's up to Foxglove.
It is probably in a memory of her venturing out into the village when she was probably in her like 10 or 11, so super young for elf, still young for even human years, without any adult supervision, because she really didn't ever have any adult supervision. She was venturing out into the village to attempt to at least get some baked goods and whatnot, and trade some things that she's foraged in the forest for some bread, something different than foraged berries, and just getting heckled by the school, her peers and whatnot, and the whispers and the sticks and the rocks thrown at her for being weird and different and spindly and off-putting, because there's an aura about her.
Throughout this mishmash of memories and thoughts that roll one into the other almost seamlessly, transitioning from age to age, from year to year, from memory to memory, in smooth transitions, from the bullying to the ostracization to the exploration. In the background of every single one of these, almost imperceptibly, that man stands. The form wearing the fine suit, dark and perfect, standing tall, standing with his back straight, with his posture perfect, and that mask of monstrous white fur, and those horns staring at you, not interfering, not making any effort to stop or interact, always just out of reach, always far off, looking through a window pane or from the top of a building or a hill. But he watches. He watches as you become defined, as you go through the setting moments of your life.
I scoop up Creature as soon as I find him. Especially because, as soon as I start realizing that I'm going through phases, as soon as I hit a phase where Creature is there, I scoop, and I start actively, every time that I do catch a glimpse of him, I start turning and avoiding. And I start running.
Running doesn't seem to help. You run from memory into memory, crashing through memories of your parents, memories of perhaps.
I don't remember. I have no parents. I don't remember.
Memories of what you might, memories of your hopes and dreams, memories of what you thought they might be like, as you laid in your bed, wondering where you came from and who you were. All of these things that you run from memory into memory. Every time you turn to sprint away, every time you try to look in a different direction, he seems to be there.
I hide.
You wake out of your trance to the sound of footsteps. Footsteps that seem to be seeking you. And a voice going, Foxglove. Where are you, Foxglove?
Where am I sleeping?
I don't know, but Kobe just found you.
Am I like in a bed?
In a bedroll, in a bed, yeah.
I mean, because we're in the.
You're in the commune, yeah. So they have beds. They have a dormitory.
The minute I wake up, I pull a full on Sigourney Weaver aliens. Like I get underneath the bed, and I just kind of like get underneath the bed and against the wall, and I'm just I make myself as small as possible. I assume, because I don't know it's Kobe, so I just make myself as small as possible, and I am just against. I'm under the bed. I'm against the wall. I'm full on hidden. Nobody's going, as far as I'm concerned, nobody's gonna find me, and I'm gonna roll a stealth check. Public or
private, because you never know how well you do on these. Kobe, you can roll a searching check, a perception check, if you'd like, and that'll also be private to me, blind.
Yes. It's been a while. Let's see. That one. That's initiative, perception. There we go. Foxglove, where are you?
You eventually find Foxglove's bed, but no Foxglove.
Oh.
Weird. It's warm, and the blankets are disheveled, and you swear that you can hear like a panicked heartbeat somewhere, but no Foxglove.
Foxglove, did you turn into a I'll prod the bed.
Foxglove can hear Kobe rustling around and saying these things, and at this point, beginning to recognize Kobe's voice and seeing Kobe's druidic vestments as he's walking around.
Oh, she must be getting a midnight snack too. Off to the kitchen.
Kobe leaves.
Foxglove just needs a little bit of time. It's been a very traumatic day.
God damn.
I go make a big sandwich and go back to bed.
Those are close rolls.
They are close rolls. And with that, the party gets their long rest. And we take our break. But to you, it will seem like only a few seconds. So we'll be right back.
No,
We're back. What? Well, I could have seamlessly dove into it, but you had to throw in. Fantastic. Good. Good. Well, this is what you have to expect from us now. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We dive back in as our party wakes up and congregates. Toddkins is making food. A morning breakfast for everybody. Not just for you all, but for the very tired gnomes who were making a ruckus last night. They need their protein this morning. And as you all, it's not gross, it's natural.
That's what that squeaking was. Huh.
And as you gather around your table, picking at your food.
Foxglove actually isn't there.
Oh. Oh. Well, Rozak, Declan, Bob, and Kobe all seem to notice the distinct empty chair that Todd comes and sits in, and he goes, "So, what are we talking about today?"
Never mind. I'll get up and I'm gonna go look for Foxglove.
I looked for her last night, couldn't find her. Maybe she ran away.
What? She took off?
I couldn't find her last night.
Now I'm moving with a sense of urgency because at first I thought she might have just slept in or something, but now if she's gone, then we gotta find her.
You burst out onto the balcony, seeking to find any sign of Foxglove.
I'll start sniffing the air with see if I can pick up her scent with imprecise perception or whatever it is.
Well, Foxglove, are you on the wind?
Foxglove is exactly where she's still under the bed.
Declan, you pick up something, but it's leading you back inside. And it leads you back to Foxglove's bed. And go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, she's fitfully asleep, like clutched to Sweetums.
Eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open.
His elves trance.
Foxglove, are you in here? Are you okay?
The lump under the blankets tells you someone's there. As you pull them back, Foxglove is there, but doesn't seem to respond.
Oh no, I'm not in the bed. I'm under the bed.
Under the bed. Got it.
I'm not trying to get her out. She'll come out on her own if she does.
Got it.
But I'll sit, like if she's at the head of the bed, I'll sit down at the foot of the bed and just kind of.
I'm under the bed.
No, I know, but I don't know exactly where you are, right? But I'm trying to give you space, but staying within your space.
You see the bare but cloth-wrapped feet of Declan sit gently on the bed. He doesn't seem to sink the bed too much, and he brings with him the air of a calm that only years and years of meditation and strong emotional control can bring. Doesn't wash away the weight of the room, but it settles it for a moment.
I went through some training. I know some techniques that might help settle your mind.
I poke his heel with the unicorn horn just to make sure he's real.
I kind of flinch, just kind of gives a little twitch. Yeah, I felt that. I know where that horn's been. You did wash it, right?
No.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Literally. Rozak won't say his name anymore, or its name. Did you want to talk about something? Are you okay?
I don't know. don't know if any of us are okay.
Well, that's a very general and broad... yeah. I don't know that any of us are okay. But are you okay in the moment?
Am I ever okay?
Yeah.
Any of us ever okay?
You've got a network around you, or starting to build one, maybe.
That's a first. I think this has been like a week. I think this is the longest anybody's ever stayed with me without throwing something at me. Or chasing me out of town. With fire.
Yeah.
Or a pitchfork. Or a cross.
Well,
or holy water. Or sage.
Or breakfast cereals, or...
Yeah, I don't claim to know where you come from or what you went through. But my transformation was not always viewed in a positive light either. I think you're maybe around friends. And I think maybe you can start to let down your guard. Maybe. They seem like pretty good guys. Don't know them that well. I've only been here a couple days.
Oh, we only have like 2 days on you, so... And yeah. Oh... We're in a lot of shit.
Yeah, probably. But the key word there being we're, not you.
Is there breakfast?
Yeah.
Is there
Toddkins
chocolate?
made it. I don't think there's any chocolate in this village. As hedonistic as these little damn gnomes are, I don't think they have chocolate.
What is wrong with them?
They got the wild spirit.
One of them was running around without any pants on. And he had a fucking shirt on. And no pants. But a shirt.
Well, he was letting it hang out. Come on, let's go get some breakfast.
But no pants.
The good thing is they're small, so if you just kind of look at your eye level, you'll look right over them.
That's true.
See? Always a bright side.
And I'm even short.
Breakfast is had.
Toddkins.
Yes.
Where's the chocolate?
I don't think there's any chocolate. Perhaps back in Seven Arches, but I think there was a few good bakeries.
Toddkins.
It's not plentiful here, madam.
I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed in you.
I love how he's turned into a full butler.
I know, right? Like, dude wants to live.
Give it back to the pixies.
Ideally, if he's cool enough, he won't get thrown in jail, right? The party will just keep him as their butler.
No, we'll give him to the gnomes.
Oh no! Oh.
The gerbil shall have its own gimp.
God. Oh God. The party makes preparations for 2 days worth of travel north through the enchanted forest surrounding Seven Arches. As they make their preparations for travel, do they do anything before departing?
Go ahead, CJ.
Foxglove! Ah, there you are. Can you come look at something in my room, please?
Okay.
Great. Let's go.
I'm concerned after everything that I saw last night before I fell asleep that you want me to look at something in your room, but okay.
Probably not like that. Might be. I don't know what you're thinking. Could be.
Fair.
Anyway. Hold on. I just, grab 2 plates. Let's go.
Did you just grab my plate? What the fuck?
You were done
with your plate, full of food.
I'm like
untouched. You just brought back a fresh
I
plate.
see that, and I immediately put my arm around my food,
prison style,
eating it.
You lead Foxglove to the room that you stayed in the previous night, which she recognizes as a closet and not an actual bedroom. But she...
It was cozy. Now, if you just get up on my bed here...
Which is like 2 suitcases and a pillow.
She sees the little scratch mark. That is 100% some kind of witchy symbol.
Witchy symbol.
Do either one of us have... Oh, shit. We're in a gnomish thing. Kobe, can you go get some chalk or some coal and some paper?
One sec. He puts his hands into his little pouches and the chalk and coal. Paper.
I'm gonna do a rubbing of it because it's. I'm assuming it's carved out that we can get a rub. And can I do an occultism?
Yeah, you can
knowledge check.
You can do a knowledge check.
May the sacred scent guide you.
Okay, and that gives me a +1 status bonus. So I get a +1 circumstance.
And these checks are made blind, but yeah.
I totally did not do that in blind. Don't look! Nobody look!
Nobody look at it, yeah. Don't look at the 23!
My guidance is just putting some unburnt incense just under your nose, smell it. Yes.
I'm helping! Look at me! I'm helping!
Concentrate. I'm helping you. Just concentrate.
This is a sigil that represents an ancient Fey-like being that has lurked in these parts of the world thousands of years. There are stories of this slender, thin creature lurking the forest and devouring shadows. Its name seems to draw it near.
So his saying his name has essentially Beetlejuice properties?
Yep.
So he's Bloody Mary or the Candyman.
That's correct.
I'm just going to say all of these franchise and trademark names.
Bold, no.
Yeah. Or he's a Fey creature with Fey powers and does Fey shit, which is often incredibly terrifying stuff. Not fun. Not fun, glitter. No, immortal beings get bored and do horrible things.
So I had this weird dream where some tall masked guy stabbed me to death, and I woke up, and that was it.
I had a similar dream to a tall masked guy who was staring at me from a distance in a window and kept on staring at me, and I couldn't run away from him.
Was it like horns and stuff?
Yeah, but didn't quite match the description of creepy thin man. But does.
That is very bizarre.
So...
Probably means nothing. Wonder if Rozek has filled up his plate yet.
You know, I will say, good call on stealing his food. Not mad about that.
It looked like he was done. You know, the fork wasn't anywhere near the plate.
We need to tell the rest of them about our dreams.
That's kind of what the symbol looks like.
Whoever did this was really bad at drawing. Jeez.
Oh, you know, it's like they had to scratch it real quick with a claw into the wood, you know.
You know, whoever did this was super sneaky. I'm, like, so perceptive. I see everything. You know, there was a weird heart in your room the other night. Sounded weird. Man.
Oh, yeah? All right, guys. Anything else before you begin your days of travel?
Well, I say we go back to the breakfast table and share the dream stuff.
Okay. The party sits down at the breakfast table that I set them at as a party about 10 minutes ago.
I turn my back to Kobe and make sure, like, I'm just covering my food. The new plate that I got.
I hand you back your plate.
Kobe, it's empty.
Yeah.
I don't need an empty plate.
You got it now.
I appreciate the thoughtfulness, though.
You know, in case your other plate gets lonely.
I'll just take the plate and put it under my plate.
I grab his plate as he takes the plate.
I'm going to start licking my food from now on. That's a fun picture.
Oh, it's terrifying.
So you tell us about your dreams?
Yeah.
Did anybody else have one of these dreams?
Nope.
You sure?
You said there was a symbol left by your head?
I show him the
rubbing.
The rubbing, thank you.
It's not well done, but we think it's the symbol of that.
You know what? These little hits you're getting in.
I don't know what you're on about. Yeah, apparently it's that evil thing that we can't say the name of. Maybe.
Was there one by your head? And I look at Foxglove.
Let's go look. I'm gonna head back to my room and take a look. Is there one in my room?
Well, you initially look above the bed, and no. However,
flip my bed.
When you flip your bed and you look under it where you had been hiding the entire night, right where your head would have been right next to, where your head would have been to the back of, it's carved.
Ugh.
You were there the whole night.
I feel sick.
Hmm.
I'm not happy about that.
So either you have very artistic lice or something weird's happening.
I've had lots of different bugs, but never lice.
These are two completely different Fae creatures. That the one that was in your dream versus Slim Shady.
The real Slim Shady.
It works. Why does it work?
I don't know. Both of them were standing up, so.
Please stand up.
But you know this symbol to be the symbol of the Slim Shady guy.
That's what FG said.
Sorry, I broke the DM.
But I guess the question is, which one's the real Slim Shady?
Not the masked one.
You just ask him to stand up.
I have this voice in my head telling me we should just ask him to stand up. We want the real Slim Shady to please stand up.
Guys,
if we get a cease and desist from Eminem, at least we get an autograph out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Like those people that get restraining orders just to have a sign music.
There we go. All right.
Thank God rebooted.
So this creepy slender guy, and we have another.
I mean, they
creepy,
could be the same thing.
Not necessarily slender, but still creepy. Being entering our dreams. And for some reason, after we have these dreams, I feel. I don't know about you guys. I felt like stronger, if that's the right word.
Wait,
I
you
felt
talked about this too?
different. I mean, I didn't want to say anything.
You had a dream too?
Yeah,
last night?
No, like a couple days ago.
And you're telling us now?
Like after we got our. Oh, you weren't there for this, Declan. But after we got our asses kicked by those things in
dogs.
Those butthole dogs.
Eyeless shadow hounds. Yeah.
That's what I said. Nameless voice.
Wait, you hear that too?
The Billie Eilish things. I can't. It's so hard to remember what happened, but I do remember waking up feeling different. But I didn't check around for some kind of symbol. I was kind of conscious in the dirt.
Well, maybe Riddleston will know more about this.
Can I take a piece of parchment and some charcoal and try and do a rubbing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You make a rubbing.
Cool.
Do you need some alone time?
I was gonna say, what are you rubbing?
I'm trying to get
send one of the gnomes in if you want.
Picture of this thing so later when we're like, it looks like this.
Foxglove already did.
She already rubbed one out.
Yeah.
Oh,
just for you.
Then I just crumple up mine. Fuck it.
Any other preparations before you leave?
Preparation H.
Make sure we got supplies for traveling, like rations and shit.
Yes.
Are we going to take this guy or just leave him here?
Oh no,
we're taking him to the Oaken Wardens.
Well, I couldn't think of any more punishment than being a slave
should we
to
ask
gnomes.
the gnomes if they want to keep him as a punishment?
Look, I'm really fine with whatever you decide. I just think that you have better things to do than deciding my fate at this current moment in time.
You'd think that, but no.
Oh, no. Okay. And we'll continue on like this, having this discussion.
Who is the head gnome?
I didn't want to say this in front of Todd, but he makes a good point. Todd's really just a nothing to us at this point. You know, he got his shit kicked out of him by gnomes. Like,
I mean, I really did. I've been through quite a bit.
I feel like we should just tie him back up and leave him to the Pixies. But that's just one man's opinion.
You know, I feel like this is on the nose because we're in a tree, but I think I've turned over a new leaf. And
he said it.
We'll go down a different branch.
I'll be going down a different branch in my life. And I'll be
really starting from the roots up.
Yeah, setting in roots.
Yeah, really, gonna find a new place to lay some roots.
Yes. Be nice and sturdy. Going forward. Really mill myself out, you know. So if you don't mind, I think I'll stay here with the gnomes. They seem like they know what's up. And
definitely do.
With you.
Yeah. And I promise not to do any more malfeasant things in the future, like cultist adventures. However, now that I'm thinking about it, are these gnomes cultists?
They're lifestylists.
I'll figure it out, yes.
Yeah, they're a commune. This is different from that cult you joined.
Is it?
They're all about...
No.
Were you having lots of free love in your other culty thing, or were you just murdering people?
There was less free love. Lots of unicorn killing.
Oh, that's not fun to hear.
No. It was
killed a noble creature.
Now, anyway.
Eva, are you okay with him staying here?
She shrugs. He's bigger than the others. I mean, like, taller. He can get there.
Sure.
With a free love communion, you better not. Yeah, okay. Well, if you want to take responsibility for him, then I'll leave him with you, as far as I'm concerned.
What's that?
So let's go and find Mac then.
Priva will give you guys 2 days worth of rations from the commune stores.
How kind.
Bread.
Nuts and berries.
Nuts and berries, yeah. Bread. Long sticks of bread and nuts and berries. All right. Baguettes, really.
Ooh, the French.
You're really going in on this, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know why. You begin your day's travel. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go into hexploration here. You are not really hexploring. You are hex traveling north 2 squares. This will take you 2 days. You can go stealthily. It's ultimately irrelevant. What we're going to roll for now is a random encounter for day 1. We're going to roll a flat check based off the terrain that you're in. We are
Elven sex orgy.
And we are on the road. So
again,
time to roll on the road again. Time to roll my flat check.
You know it's gonna be bandits.
It's goblins.
Oh, we got a 9.
Okay,
yeah.
Goblin bandits.
Yeah, well, I rolled, but while I was clicking on Fox Club. All right, so nothing happens.
No.
You pass through the hex without any issues that entire day. Rozek.
Yep.
As you've camped for the night here in this dark forest, the entire day you've just not been able to shake the feeling of something behind you, over your shoulder, perhaps even watching you from the trees above. Almost like the trees themselves have eyes and are whispering each other gossip about you. But it's all bits and shreds of paranoia as far as you can tell. Maybe the horror stories and the ancient legends and ghost tales are just getting to you. As you roll into a restless sleep, you think about a moment that is important to you. And you find yourself in it. A moment of your life that is defining or contains people that are dear to you. Where are you?
I'm probably back at home, and Dad is teaching me to make my first bomb at age 5.
Oh.
Well, he's going over the different casings and how they come apart and how you need to score the inside so it properly fragmentates, you know. It's really a waste if you have 3/4 of the bomb shell go flying off and embed itself in the wall and nobody gets fragmentated. You know, he's going on about the finer points of nail spreadage with the gunpowder, and it's really interesting deal. There's a lot of love in his voice and care in his eyes for not just his work, but for his child. Where does this take place?
I would assume like in the city, crowded streets, but we have our own little spot, kind of like Chinatown, but for hobgoblins and misfit creatures, goblins and such.
The fens, yeah. Well, once again, there's that eerie invasion. That feeling that doesn't quite belong. Your father asks you to go fetch something from the other room, and you're dutiful. Happily giggle and laugh and run off. Grab exactly what he wanted. A long fuse, a specific length from his collection of specifically length fuses. And as you come back, his smiling face is looking at you, happy that you grabbed the right one. But your heart catches and it stops the moment that you walk through the door, because behind your father is the man. The man in the black suit. The man with the hollow eyes. The monstrous face of white fur and horns. And your father doesn't seem to even recognize that he's there. And in his hand is the same bloody, jagged dagger that Kobe had been stabbed with in history. Still dripping blood. I mean, you're 5. What do you do?
Fuck. I don't know. I just kind of freeze and just kind of watch the situation to see if he moves closer to my father. Like I'm just my flight or fright is just fright. I can't talk, can't move.
Your father gives you a strange look. He tilts his head aside. Says, "What's wrong?" As the man lifts the dagger and you wake up.
Oh, fuck that. I immediately like look around and size me to see if I can see that symbol drawn.
It's scratched into the dirt nearby.
Is there blood mixed in with the dirt?
No.
Oh, at least there's that, but shit. All right. Nope.
Oh, you get a awaken perk.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, DM, I forgot to mention I am encumbered.
Oh, wow. It doesn't matter right now. We're traveling.
Yeah.
You're making it. You might be a little exhausted at the end of your day's travel, you know.
Carrying all this loot.
Yeah. Very good. Some of the gear you stripped off of the guys has blood in it and is damaged by being full of sword holes. But
well, no, it's the loot and the +1 staff.
Oh, well, is that really over encumbering you? Oh, yeah.
Because I have, my tower shield and my my mail armor.
Yep.
Like I was already skirting the line, so. You take like pack mule feet or whatever.
Yeah, bulk is a real thing in this game.
Yeah.
All right.
So for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna be doodling in my notebook for like tattoo ideas, but like I keep zoning out because I'm so sleep depraved that it all just kind of turns out to be demonic fae looking shit.
Yep. Yeah. The essence of that elongated pentagram figure keeps showing up over and over in your tattoo designs as you scribble it out every time you go to the next one. You're like, but you can't seem to not draw it throughout the night. Well, you awaken come the morning, ready for another fresh day of travel. However, Rozek is looking harried, tired, scribbling in his book.
Bloodshot eyes bags.
Displaying similar madness that Foxglove has been exhibiting, although she is seeming a little more fine now, a little calm after a day or so. Maybe.
I'm always twitchy.
I would have sat with Foxglove before the night and just tried to go over some monk meditative stances, trying to teach her if she's willing to learn, and just offering that up if she wants to, as I sit there in a pose and just try to relax myself before I go to sleep.
Foxglove, if you partake in those meditative sessions, you find that because you're an elf and you can go into trances, it does come fairly easy. But there's an unnerving sort of whisper every time you try to clear your mind.
I also think that Sweetums would just be too much of a dick.
God, that reminds me of my dog today when I was trying to meditate. I got my VR app, right? Because I got ADHD. No, I got ADHD. It's really fucking hard for me to just sit there and meditate because I'll be like, oh, what about this? What about this? So when I have the Oculus strapped to my face, it gets really easy because it's just like, oh, now I'm in a completely different environment. There's nothing to interact with, and somebody's telling me what to do. Okay, that's nice. I forgot my whole point. Never mind. Move on.
No, I just imagine, like, if I would do it, Sweetums would be like a little puppy where Sweetums would go out and find a stick and grab it and drop it on my feet, and then like chicken feet, and probably go over to Declan and do the same thing while Declan's trying to meditate, to the point where Declan's probably just going to be like, you're done.
Yep. And that's our session. No. that's Declan. That's Declan. For Declan, yeah. All right, so.
I'm going to notice that if Bob, do you got too many things?
Just a little bit. It's
Bob. And I see the staff, and I look at like my staff, and I imagine my staff is just a stick, and I imagine this other staff is not just a stick.
I'm looking at her, and I look at the staff, I'm like, oh yeah, obviously, and I just like hand it over. You're now the proud recipient of a +1 staff.
And I just yeet my stick. Because I just have a regular staff.
Oh, wait. I can give it to you, can I?
Yeah.
I think if I just go like this.
Might be able to drag and drop it directly onto him.
What does it say? I'm not allowed to move items to this character.
Oh, you might have to have
those
kinds of permissions.
You have to do it.
Maybe.
Maybe over here?
Let me open.
That didn't do it.
Let me open your sheet. Where the hell are you? Where'd you move to?
Hey, can I just put it out?
While we're doing this quickly, guys, hey, do us a favor. subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like this video because it helps. Ring the bell for notifications because then you'll know when we drop something. We drop our videos on Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what time zone you're in, so I don't know what time it drops for you. If you happen to be in the future like our wonderful Kobe is, what time does that drop for Kobe? I have no idea. It drops at some time. I have no idea.
It has shown up in your sheet now.
Thanks. Absolutely. But do the things. And now I have a +1 staff. That I probably will never use, but I got one. Mm-hmm.
All right. As you make your way through the forest on the second day, getting ever closer to Seven Arches, you come across, as you're walking along the roads, the sounds of a conversation off-road. The conversation goes a little bit like this. What you think happened? Oh, I don't know. Well, I think that maybe it got by a deer. What kind of deer you think does that? I don't know. What about goblin? I don't know. Those don't look like goblin arrow holes. And this is just going on, kind of this back and forth discussion about potential damage and what might have caused it. It seems like almost they're talking about a dead something or another. You can't see currently who's making the noise, but you can hear the conversation fairly clearly, indicating they're fairly close, just off path. If you'd like to stop and engage with that encounter.
Maybe they have moonshine.
These guys sound like they drink that, what's that ale called? Dudweiser? Something like that?
Dudweiser Light.
Never heard of that one.
Maybe that's the pub blue gibbon.
Well,
let's go see what the trouble is, maybe.
You step off the path to find that there are 4 loggers. And they seem to be standing about 25 feet away from a body, a humanoid body, that also seems to be wearing a similar kind of outfit. There's an axe lying nearby, overalls, a plaid kind of heavy shirt. The body is cradling a small chest. It sits at the foot of a tree. And the men seem to be curious, not wanting to approach it, as that's probably not an intelligent thing to do in this world. Mulling over what could have happened. They notice your approach, and one who seems to be the leader, the one who seems to have the most personality here, turns and says, "Oh, we got some travelers. Hey, friends, what brings you along these parts?"
Couldn't help but hear your discussion about some trouble you might be having.
Well, no trouble. More curiosity. But see that over there, that's Johnson.
Was.
That's an apt, astute, what you call that, observation there. Good job, yeah. Small one's got it. Well, we're not quite sure what got him. Until we figure that out, we don't really want to approach, these being phalanx and all that. Not too sure if we're stepping on the toes of no creature here. But what he's got there, that's the camp payroll. And we're going to need to get that back. We're not quite sure if there's any danger at all, but we're a little bit too chicken shit to head on over there and grab that ourselves without waiting for the old stewards. Do you think you might be able to help us out?
What would have been that man's pay?
Well, that man's pay is ultimately irrelevant now. It'll go to his
to us.
Well, no, his widow or his family, whatever his contract states. You understand. But we can definitely give you a stipend for your trouble. 5, 10 gold.
For getting the box?
Of course. Of course.
How much these guys get paid? 5 or 10 gold? Oh my god.
Gonna go find a hefty stick and poke it.
It's
Fox
25
got
feet
hat.
away.
Oh, not anymore.
I'm gonna take a walk around. He said he's at the foot of a tree.
You're at the foot of a tree.
I'm gonna take a walk around, and I want to do a look, see if I can see any tracks leading away or.
Okay. This is gonna be
survival. I think it is.
We have this survival as a skill, right? Yeah. Yep. Survival to track. That's to follow tracks that you already have. So you have to cover your tracks, track, or sense direction. So this won't be a survival, it'll be a perception, because you're trying to see tracks. Okay. You're trying to find them in the first place.
Is this a blind to you, or?
It is blind to me, yeah. Sorry.
Blind GM. Okay.
Secret check, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, how about that? Do you still see the dice roll when you do a blind check?
Nope. No. Oh. All it says to me is Declan Reese privately rolled some dice.
That's really neat, because I do see your roll, and it's always fun. It's fun for me.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what I rolled.
You actually see what look to be dog paw tracks. Very faint, but there's more tracks than would suggest a single dog.
Knowing my beastkin heritage, is it a dog or is it larger than a dog like a wolf?
It is some sort of canine quadrupedal pod creature.
Does it look like our fallen party member? Well, not look like it, but the wounds.
Well, you know what? Yeah. I said the wounds look fairly similar to the ones that, what was that, Calabra suffered?
Is it tall brush?
Right now? No.
Is there any, can we see in the tree?
Can you see up into the tree? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing up there. Daylight filters into the leaves above. The wind
blows
I'll the leaves around.
I think there's an exploration where I can have my shield raised approaching something.
You can. If you can raise shield as an exploration activity.
Yeah, I'll have my shield raised.
Where the tracks lead off, are we downwind or upwind?
You go ahead and you
10 feet forward.
Go ahead and sense the wind here. You're upwind.
Okay, and the dude's here, right?
Yeah.
We're looking for the like.
Yeah,
he's holding the chest,
the body is clutching the chest. All these loggers are just scared of superstition. Yep, they're afraid of that this body is claimed by some entity in the forest, and that by disrupting it, so they're going to encourage wrath.
I don't necessarily know what this is going to do, but I would like to use my brand new skill feat while we're kind of doing this up and down stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How do I?
With a touch, you can read the psychic impressions left on objects by their previous owners. Now, this is going to require you getting right up next to the body. And that's the only question I ever have for you guys. Is if you're getting up to the body, just let me know.
Oh, I already, like I said earlier, I grabbed a stick and I'm going up and poking the chest away from him.
I kind of like hold out my hand like Rozak, hold on. Like, just
I let them know the tracks that I found. It looks like
sort of let me approach and stay behind me. So I take a defensive posture, which in exploration would just be defend exploration. Allow me to have my shield raised. So if fighting does break out,
there we go.
I already have my shield raised.
Okay.
And I move at half speed at exploration, but I move 20 feet around, so
no problem.
I make my way over there.
The following things occur. You approach the body to see that it is indeed lifeless and pale. You notice that its throat has been ripped out in exactly the same fashion that Calabra's was. On its chest, as Rosa approaches behind you and pokes the body, causing it to turn over, is that elongated pentagram symbol carved into its flesh, seemingly directly through its shirt and armor, which lays in pieces on the ground.
Nope.
You recover the chest, which has some gold in it, about 60 or so gold pieces. The loggers all look around, worried and wary, and they say, "Well, that doesn't look good. What's that there symbology on his chest? You understand what that means?"
That means you all should get the fuck out of here.
You know, I'm not going to argue with you, fellas. If we could just get our pay, we'll give you yours.
Wait, do we know what that symbol is?
Yeah.
No, it's the symbol of...
It's the pentagram with horns and shit.
Fellas, the box.
Yep, here.
As you give him the box, he'll take a key out of his pocket and pop it in the box, open it. He'll collect 10 gold from the box, and he'll hand it to you guys and say, "You know, it's easy money, but we do appreciate it. You adventurers, you're more hardy than us folk." There you go. Do you do anything else here in this scene as the loggers are going to immediately return to their camp?
So, how much do we know about that symbol besides that it's a weird symbol?
They are leaving the body. They are casting it off, effectively saying, "Nope, fuck that, we're not touching it. Got demonic shit on it." Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
Foxglove identified it.
Okay, so I don't need to worry about Doobie's knowledge.
Nope, this is, you already rubbed one out and threw it away. It's the same symbol.
It's the same symbol. Yep. Now, Foxglove, did you want to psychic resonance the chest before it's gone, or the clothes on the guys?
Yeah, I'll do the chest. I mean,
okay. As you read the psychic resonance on the chest, you get a few mixed emotions. The first one comes is greed. No surprise. Greed and exhaustion. A man done with breaking his back and a life of previous crime leading to a decision to steal the camp pay and run off, live a better life. The next one is the feeling of being lost, feeling of being alone, feeling of losing your direction, forgetting which way is up. The next feeling is intense fear, the fear of being prey. And then there are no more feelings.
That's not surprising. It almost feels like he's just an opportunist. He picks on the weak. It's almost like hunts for sport. Not even challenges. Or at least maybe not in this case.
Any other actions taken here at the scene?
With my track check, could I tell how long ago? Like, is it fairly recent print?
Based off of the body, the pooled blood, and the tracks, and the recent weather. Maybe a day ago, 2 days ago. Not terribly long.
So, possibly the same night that Foxglove and Kobe had their run-ins.
Okay. Possibly after the creature's plans got disrupted by meddlesome adventurers. Perhaps a night when he needed to express that rage that he was feeling.
Nothing we can do for this guy now.
Do you carry on back to Seven Arches?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Should we bury him?
No.
Burn him.
Yeah.
Nature will take him.
Will it? We're in the Fae. Or at least going in and out of the Fae.
Something would definitely take him.
Kobe, what?
Something would definitely take him.
Well, what are you doing with the body? Leaving it? Burning it?
Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Party returns to the road and makes their way back to Seven Arches. Activate Seven Arches.
That was a weird forest.
As you enter into the southern gates of Seven Arches, with the oaken writ in hand from Bob Bobkins, which will get Foxglove immediate entry without any issue. What do you do?
DM, refresh my memory.
Mm-hmm.
We gave the owl whistle to pixies or to nefarious fire demon nymphs things in the treehouse. We gave them away to something in the treehouse.
You gave the owl whistle to like these gremlin little trash monster things that had infested a room.
Were they aligned with the gnomes, or were they not aligned with the evil? Would we have gotten the owl whistle back?
They were neutral, unaligned creatures that had taken over a room. Even the gnomes were having issues with them, but ultimately didn't want to kill them because they were...
So no, we would not have necessarily gotten the owl whistle back.
They kept their owl whistle. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, thank you.
I like those guys. They were cool.
Trash people.
Yeah, so you make your way back to Seven Arches, guys. Where do you go? What do you do?
Foxglove.
The bakery.
Yep, bakery. Chocolate.
As the party spends a gold on chocolate and gets a decent sized chocolate cake sandwich or whatever they decide to spend their gold on chocolate on, right? Where do you go next?
The next baker.
Bob, where do we have to go? Bob?
Say it again.
Where do we have to go?
home. I don't want to deal with this. No, we gotta go visit what? Medma. And
the party makes their way to the Oaken Steward's offices.
Where was that?
To the Justice House?
The Justice House.
Yeah.
Do we have to kill someone again?
As they enter into the front doors, Lemma is there. First, curious as to why an elf is walking through her front doors. And then her eyebrow raises when she sees Bobkins. She does the... I don't recognize... What? Like, come on. And waves you into a back room. All 5 of you. To sit across from her and her Oaken Stewards. Lemma stares at you across the table, Bob.
No.
First, requesting to know what happened to the other one, and who are these people?
He died. He got eaten by dogs. What else can I say? These people here helped me take out Bolin for you.
Oh. Successful in your request, in my request, were you?
Yeah, it's not like I could do it by myself. Well, especially since the other guy is dead.
Seems reasonable, seems true. Well then, did you find what I sent you for?
No.
No?
I kind of forgot what you wanted.
The shade with a key. The whole thing that he stole in the first place.
Oh, the key. Yeah, he didn't have it either. He gave it to some... What was it called? Slender Man.
I'm sorry. What?
The real Slim Shady?
She looks
sort of fey creature.
Utterly confused.
What he said.
Say that, she sighs. All right, then. That doesn't narrow it down necessarily.
And
You're telling me.
The journal. Give her the journal.
Oh, yeah. Who's got the leather?
I'll pass it over to her.
You hand her the journal. She gives you a curious look, but then flips it open. As you sit there for 5 minutes, as she goes page to page, looking up at you and then down at the book, her face slowly changes from one of curiosity and confusion to recognition and a deep understanding of all that is happening here. She eventually snaps the book shut and says, "Anything else?"
We kind of helped free some gnomes. And I look at the others, right?
She sort of grins and shakes her head.
Oh, we did stop a unicorn from getting murdered.
Kind of understanding. She nods at that, and she says, "Seems you've done a great service to the forest, to our people." Then
I don't think it's a unicorn anymore. I think it's just a horse now.
A corn?
All that aside, Mr. Bobkins, you've done your deed.
A unicorn?
Out. Get out.
That's it. That's the title of the episode. A unicorn. How do you spell Nick?
E-U-N-I-C-H.
And yeah.
It mixes us an E?
Yeah, it does.
Let me just
Okay, I'll definitely look that up, but that is now the title of the episode is a unicorn. Okay,
a little
thanks.
chef's kiss on that one.
That was good. That was horrible.
Fucking nice.
My thought process. No. What's it called when you have your nuts cut off? Oh yeah, that. Okay.
I'm proud of you for that one. That was so bad. So bad.
Hero point, great.
It's a very hero point at the end of the session.
There you go.
You can have my hero point.
As Lemma looks over to Mr. Bobkins, she says, all right, you're in the free and clear. I don't want to see you getting your nose in any nefarious business while you're here in Seven Arches. The rest of you, you can have a bar crit. This will allow you to move around freely, not be stopped. And if you are stopped by the Oakham stewards, it'll allow you to, keep going. She gives a glance over to Foxglove. I'll let them know about you.
Hey, Foxglove, can you show her that symbol? Does that mean anything to you? Would anybody around here know anything about that?
She leans back for a moment and thinks. She says, most things in this town are a product of over-imaginative minstrels and farmers that are afraid of the dark. If you really want to find out more, you're going to have to do some research. Tell you what, it seems to me you've got 3 pieces of information to go on. You've got a name, as troublesome as it is.
Jim.
You've got some connection between this creature and its ability to what? You said something about hounds, shadow hounds, or something. Well, and it also says something about a place called the Finlands in here. I suggest you go on, make your way to the Quaking Stacks, our library. You go ahead and do some research there. I've also heard word that there've been some Gorga attacks. Some of these shadow hounds attacking some local farmers. Go check out those attacks, ask around, do some investigating. And then, why don't you head over to the Finland farms, the farms out on the outskirts of the Finlands, and see if there isn't anything there you can dredge up.
How far are the Finlands?
Well, each of these things are, as the book writes, a day away from each other. Regardless of which direction you go, they're always a day away from each other.
As the book flies.
As the book flies.
Truly enchanted forest.
Yeah, they're always exactly a day away from each other. It's a fucking triangle, you see.
And we're at the very center of it. I see the conspiracy now.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I see it. The city also has a triangle. The Arch Plaza is a triangle. And then there's a bigger triangle.
So what you're saying is the Illuminati is confirmed here.
The meta is real.
The Arch Plaza is the eye.
So if we just blow it up.
No. All right. So the party is given access to a new exploration ability. And this new exploration ability is literally called
Daywalker.
Investigate Kanipo. You can use this ability with multiple different skills. It's a recall knowledge ability or seek knowledge ability. I'll post it. Hold on. Investigation sites. Investigate Kanipo. Where's our room?
So I can throw that into my...
Yeah. Oh, fact, I posted that in Disneyland. My bad. There you go.
I can put that in... What is it?
It's a day-long check.
Beats?
Is what it is.
No.
The party will make this check once per investigation site. You're gathering investigation points. The results of your investigation point gathering and your checks will determine things later on in the module, in case you've never played a video game before.
Cool.
All right.
Investigation points.
Yep. If you happen to be an investigator if you happen to specifically have pursue a lead. If you have the pursue a lead ability, you can use it on these checks.
Well, what I'm going to want to do is hit up like a...
IP is investigative something, I'm sorry.
Investigation points.
Okay.
So,
Allie, what were you saying there?
I'm going to want to hit up like a kind of like a witchy bitch store.
Okay.
And essentially use a I want to go the occultism route to use an occultism skill check to do research that way through like I want to not necessarily go to the library to check up shit. I want to go to the occultism bookstore and go roll some bones, essentially.
Got it. Okay. So the total resource of all occult knowledge in this place is kept in the Quaking Stacks. A store dedicated to witchcraft in Seven Arches would be closed down almost immediately. They're a highly druidic society, and witchcraft is akin to dark side worship. So there's you're talking about just like a magic shop, or
sure.
like specifically
there has to be a beaded curtain somewhere. That there's gonna be something
crystals
now
everywhere.
But whether or not it's all.
Yeah.
There's going to be a front, and there's going to be the back room that actually... Some store's going to have the real shit somewhere. I might have to do a little bit more hunting it down, but some store's going to have the real shit somewhere.
You've definitely never been here before since you're an elf.
Yeah.
Other than the first time that you were here, which wasn't spent finding shops. A little bit of murder is what it was spent on.
And sandwiches.
Cake sandwiches. So yeah, you can start doing some carousing checks. If the party wants to spend time in Seven Arches, you can take downtime. You can take some moments here in Seven Arches to...
Might as well. I mean, this is as good of a lead as... I'll go to the Quaking Stacks and see if I can find anything in there, but I'm not very trained in...
I'm allergic to libraries.
Absolutely.
It's full of dead trees.
Yeah,
so eventually you do run down and locate, the Crystal Lady. The woman who insists that her cat is actually her sister from when she was 12.
Well, you know what I think I would also kind of do in like trying to hunt this down and trying to create the fortune, like not rolling for advantage, but the fortune points. I think I would have, kind of be using my read psychometric resonance kind of as in just kind of like touching things as I'm walking along to see if I can use it as kind of a like how Declan sniffs the air to find the right path. See if I can just start touching things to find what I'm looking for. See if I can kind of find my people without never having people.
Sure.
Just look for the old lady with the crazy right eye. You'll be fine.
Find the one with the twitchy eye.
You do eventually find a shop that smells of deep incense and sage. That seems to blow with chimes, though there is no wind inside. Chimes seem to play a delicate and beautiful melody, as if played by a melancholy spirit wishing to return, but unable. As you enter into the shop, you find that well-dressed, colorful, loose clothing, elder human woman who looks surprised to see you, but recognizes the air about you.
I had known there was something wrong with the archers, but I wasn't aware they were letting elves back into town. No matter. What can I do for you?
I need some knowledge on someone.
We all need knowledge, dearie. All of us, every one of us.
She gets her knuckles are larger than her thin fingers, gnarled and knobbly. She grabs a walking staff, cane, pushes herself to her feet. She shakes a bit, walking towards you unsteadily.
Cursed. Not truly. Followed by a dark aura. You reek like you've just been played in the swamps.
I'm being haunted by the skull-faced smile in the fog.
She glances you over.
I'm not sure what you want me to do about it.
Do you have any books or tomes I can read through? I'll pay you for your time.
Not here. I keep them at the Quaking Stacks. They have the best system for preserving ancient tomes and germs. A lovely, lovely staff. Anything with that kind of knowledge would be found there. Dangerous.
Even this kind of knowledge?
Yes.
Thank you.
She nods.
Now, do you have any treats for him? And I show her Sweetums.
She smiles and gives a laugh. She pulls a small sugar cube from her sleeve, producing it with a flourish and handing it Sweetums.
And I purchase some sage.
Fantastic.
And I will just grab that, and I give her an extra, silver piece for the knowledge.
Awesome.
And I hand over the Quaking Stacks, because that was just a waste, but that was fun.
I'm sorry, the module lays out extremely specifically what to do here. And I don't know how to handle, throwing in random extra locations at this specific moment. To get the extra knowledge. It talks about investigation points, and it has this to say about the Quaking Stacks. Seven Arches Grand Library is one of the city's tallest structures. It is also unlike any other. Once a spiraling stone tower that tapered into a cone like a snail shell, its ruins have been thoroughly taken over by a grove of magical aspen trees. Resident druid librarian shaped the tree boles into shelves and branches into roofs to protect the library's collection of birch bark scrolls and leather-bound tomes. Most incredibly, however, is the way that this semi-sentient grove, in fact a single vast being connected by roots, can function as a living database. The library tree stores vast amounts of information in its sap, and can even guide readers to books that they need, says the librarian at the front desk as the party arrives. So, what is it that I could be getting for you? What kind of knowledge do you seek?
Did we get the journal back?
Yeah, of course.
We don't want to say their name because invoking their name gives power. But this, please.
Takes a look at the journal. Nods for a moment. And then turns. All right. As he communes with the tree, he gathers a bit of information, going back and forth. And then he turns to you. If you take a seat at one of these open tables, a steward will be with you, bringing you anything that might be relevant. Of course, we will not do the work for you. We will simply bring you the tomes that might contain necessary information. We do not know word for word what is inside the tomes. You will still need to look and see if anything is relevant. But we will bring it to you if you just wait a moment. All right. Yep. So as the party waits, book after book after scroll after book after book after scroll, like this pile of books covering fey creatures and entities of the past and the obnubiate curse and all kinds of different stuff start
my brain
up in front of you. For a single person, that's a monument. That's days of trying to go through information, but there's 5 of you. So
I've fallen asleep on my book.
Get to work. All right, so there are 5 checks possible to be made here.
Wait.
Too bad this isn't a spell scroll, because spell scrolls I can just feed to Sweetums, and then I just learn the spell. Too bad I can't just, like, take a book and show.
Who's got the best... What would it be? Investigation? I don't know what check we're supposed to make here.
The Quaking Stacks will have knowledge checks about academia lore, library lore, nature lore, arcana, or occultism.
Occultism.
Or?
Are you an expert?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So you should make a follow the expert roll.
What does that do?
I posted in chat, but choose an ally attempting to a recurring skill check while exploring, such as climbing or performing a different exploration tactic that requires a skill check. The ally must be at least an expert in that skill and must be willing to provide assistance while following the expert. While following, you match their tactic or attempt similar skill checks. Thanks to your ally's assistance, you can add your level as a proficiency bonus to the associated skill check, even if you're untrained. Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus to your skill checks based on your ally's proficiency. +2 for expert, +3 for master, +4 for legendary.
Cool.
So do you have to follow in occultism, or can you follow in whatever you're...
No, we have to follow in what you're an expert in.
Well,
similar, so he gave multiple.
You guys aren't all rolling a check.
Oh, okay.
So just me, because I have a high. I think I am the highest.
Anybody who wants to provide assistance in some way is more than welcome to.
I mean, I'm trained in Arcana.
So I will take out a little perfume bottle and put it under Foxglove's nose, and may the secret scent guide you.
Oh, do you want to use my sage too to help bless this mess?
Sure. And I just like throw the sage. I don't know what to do with this. It's like sprinkle it on you.
All right, so I have the occultism plus guidance.
Yes.
Is that what I got? And I am rolling blind to the GM?
Yes.
Here we go. I can't tell what eyeballs those are from Aaron. That was either really good or I just did really bad.
So you take a false direct discovery and lose one IP point. We don't know.
In a tome of, as you spend the day here, this is good to end our session with. As you spend the day here, the party goes from to reading things, but you do occasionally point out bits of important information to one another. Over the course of this day, you gain.
I imagine at some point Foxglove is like, you know how like 5-year-old children like are upside down on the couch reading with their hair like all in their face.
Oh yeah.
There. Yeah.
You gain 2 pieces of information here and 2 IP points.
Woo!
Critical success?
Nope, just a normal one here.
Oh, okay.
For the quaking stacks. Just a normal one for the quaking stacks. The first bit of information is in a tome of ancient elven lore. The players find a short passage mentioning the defeat and imprisonment notes of a slender, lurking creature belonging to the shadows. If this is a reference to Kanipo, it would suggest the Slim or something like them has been around for millennia. Next, as you're looking over a volume of Pathfinder Chronicle lore about the First World, the Pathfinders were a real society, and they left chronicles all over the place. The Pathfinders still exist, and their chronicles inform so much of the world. The kings refer to their information. A volume of Pathfinder Chronicles about the First World contains a small footnote regarding the Finlands. The footnote describes a colorless forest located in the shadowy realm of the Nighthold, once ruled by the exiled eldest Count Ranlak. Ranalk. The eldest Count Ranalk. So I'll actually go ahead and copy paste that information for you guys and double check to make sure that that's, you did roll really well. So yeah, you actually get this extra piece of information too, which was really hard to get, but you rolled really high on your occultism check, which is what my eyes were about. The final bit of information that you gather is secret records reveal that the Shade Wither Key is capable of conjuring a shadowy copy of its wearer in order to protect them.
So the key that Bolin had that
And
he
gave
gave to the
Lipa.
Slender Man creates a mirror image.
Yes.
Interesting. Why'd you write pasty?
Oh,
He was gonna paste.
Oh.
I thought it said pastry.
You need my readers?
There you go, guys.
Cool.
Well, my friends, the hour grows late and the candles grow low, or shrink low. You know what I mean. It's fucking time to end our session for the night. As the party has discovered bits and pieces, tiny remains of information, crumbs, if you will. We will find out next week exactly where this leads as they go off to investigate the site of a Gorga attack and a farm near the Finlands that is having trouble. from all of us here at Idle Mimic Productions, me, DM Aaron, Foxglove, Rozek, Declan, Bob, Toby, we hope you all have a wonderful night. Remember to like and subscribe, please. And thank you so much.
Like and subscribe for recurring NPCs like Todd Toddkins.
Make sure that you spade and neuter your leather-bound gerbils.
That's right.
Unicorns are a very serious condition.
Please donate here.
Paid for by no one for no reason at all.
We appreciate you for watching if you got this far.
Good job. Good job.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.